Hi, Taurus. Welcome to On One Beauty Tarot. I am Leanne, aka Lola. Laugh often, love always. I'm your goddess guide to deep inner wisdom and deep soul transformation. That is the On One, the beauty, and that is also the Holy Spirit and the magic. And welcome to your monthly forecast. I had to look down. Monthly forecast reading for September. We're going to do two, 3 card pool for each week in September, and we're going to do. God, I can't believe I can't even talk. I have to read it. Okay. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to I'm Beauty Tarot. I'm Leanne, aka Lola, your goddess guide to deep inner wisdom and deep soul transformation. That is the Buddha and the butterfly. That is the Anwa and the Buddha. Let's stop right there. 3, 2, 1. Hi, Taurus. It's your girl Leanne. No. 3, 3, 2, 1. Hi, Taurus. Welcome to Anwa Beauty Tarot. I'm Leanne, aka Lola. Laugh often, love always. I'm your goddess guide to deep inner wisdom and deep soul transformation. That is the Anwa and the beauty, and that is the Holy Spirit and magic. And welcome to this reading for your September monthly forecast. We're going to pull 3 cards for each week. We're going to pull, I'm going to read it because I wrote it down, and I might as well read what I wrote. We're going to pull a blessing card, a challenge card, and a theme for the week. And we're going to do a reading for the whole month of September for you, Taurus. So we're going to start with, and it's intuitive read, no reverses. We are using a combination of tarot and oracle cards for the themes. So let's start off with week 1. We're going to pull your blessing and your challenge card for week 1. And we're going to ask the Holy Spirit to show up. We're going to do a little prayer over the cards and say, and ask Holy Spirit to join us for this reading for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Holy Spirit, we are so thankful that you've showed up today for this reading. I am putting faith that it is clearly recorded. I am putting faith in that a clear message shows up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and that the message be received to the point with of what they need, and that what they don't need, that they could walk away and leave. Thank you so much for those cards, Holy Spirit. We're starting the first week with our Cupid cards, Cupid oracle cards for the actual general theme of week 1 of September. We're asking Holy Spirit to give a card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, that will help them in this week with a general theme. There it is. Good. And going on, we'll continue this prayer for week 2 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And we're going to ask for 2 cards for week 2 of September for this monthly forecast reading, helping us to get whatever Taurus needs to receive on this monthly forecast reading. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Can we have one more card for week 2? Thank you so much. And they put out week 3 as well for you, Taurus, at the same time. Holy Spirit is wonderful. Second week, we're going to do a Science of the Mind card for your general reading, general theme. So we need a card for a general theme for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. We need one single card for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for general reading. For the general theme, the general feeling of the week 2 in September. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for giving us this reading that Taurus needs, and a card that Taurus needs. Let's see that you are stopping. We'll go with this one. That's a lot. Okay. We took the one that hit on the bottom. So we have the general. Sorry. All right, I'm not going to touch it. We have the general reading for general theme for week 2. We have our cards for week 3. We're going to go with our Archetype cards by Carolyn Mass for 2 general theme. I'm going to ask Holy Spirit to give Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising a general theme card. These cards are brand new. Whoa, there it is. Okay. Got that general theme card for week 2. And then now we need 2 tarot cards for week 4 of September for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let me get 2 cards, Holy Spirit, that'll clearly give Taurus. I got one. Okay. Let me add one more card for. I'll take that one. I saw it deep. Okay. Wow. Okay, so we're off pause. Half the deck fell out for you, Taurus. So a lot is going on for you in the month of September. So our last card that we're going to get is we're going to get a butterfly oracle card for week 4. So you get energy for the week 4 of this monthly forecast for September. There's one. Okay. All right. So we're going to flip and we're going to talk. We're going to probably get some clarification on some of these cards, Taurus, and we're going to see what it is that Holy Spirit has to say to you. So on week 1 of September, we actually got 3 cards. So I'm going to figure out how I'm going to read that. Okay. So we're going to do the blessings and the challenge. I like it that way. So you have 2 blessings and one challenge. And then you have a general theme. So 2 blessings, 1 challenge, and a general theme for week 1. Week 2, you have a blessing and a challenge and a theme. Week 3, you have a blessing. Let's see what they say. A challenge and a theme. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Reality. Love that. We'll keep that face down. And then week 4, the blessing, a challenge, and a theme. Blessing, challenge, theme. Blessing, challenge, theme. Yeah. All right. Gallery. Okay. Blessing, challenge, and theme. Service. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Let's see if we can get through this. It's not quickly, but at least efficiently for you, Taurus. But my plan is to actually take a picture of the cards, place it right here, so you can see the actual spread. And yeah, I'll do that at the end. So, month in review for your monthly forecast of September. Week 1, we pulled 2 cards, a blessing, a blessing, a challenge, and a theme for the week. So, I'm going to cut that out because my stomach just growled hard as hell. So week 1, we pulled, week 1, 2, 3, and 4, we pulled 2 cards. 2 tarot cards. One is a challenge. One is the blessing and the challenge. And then we pulled a theme card. We use an oracle card deck for each week. Week 1, week 1, hold, 3, 2, 1, hold. Week 1, we pulled 2 cards, blessing and challenge. Your week 1 of September came out with 2 blessing cards and 1 challenge. So we're going to get right into the read of that. And we'll probably do clarification. If we're going to do any clarification, it'll come from the traditional Rider-Waite deck. We'll use that to clarify any of these cards that might need clarification. So your blessings this week 1 of September is 3 of Pentacles and the Hangman. So I'm going to say for me, this is knowing your worth. So your blessing this week is knowing your worth, knowing how week 1 of September is knowing your worth, is getting paid your worth, and understanding that you are master of what it is that you do and that you should be paid accordingly. You should be paid according to that amount of skill that you have in your lifetime. The Hangman shows up as you letting go of not of feeling like you don't have the skill, you letting go and starting a new beginning of stepping into the power of the skill. I'll move these papers. And pull this. Okay. And this is letting go. I'm going to go right back in. Sorry. This is letting go of the idea that you don't have the skills that you've actually mastered. You've mastered the skills, Taurus, to be a master of whatever it is that you do. And you have to let go of the idea that you are not a master of those things. The Hangman is showing up for you to let go, to choose to be enlightened in what it is that you've created in your life. Choose to be the master of what it is that you've created. Choose to see things differently and choose to release and let go instead of being the martyr, right? Now, the challenge of your week is 7 of Swords. This, especially in the Light Seekers Tarot, I'm using the Light Seekers Tarot, the 7 of Swords, has an interesting meaning because it does mean like thief in the night, like stealing away with something or taking something that belongs to you. Now, if we look at this picture specifically, this person is stealing feathers from these birds, right? So it's stealing feathers from the birds and stealing away in the night with the feathers. And the birds are very upset. They're all squawking. To me, this means that the challenge is that you have to stop listening to the voices that are in your mind that tell you that you are not getting paid your worth or not worthy of being paid what you're worth. You have to let go of the voices that are saying to you, they're saying to you, wah, 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 they're squawking in your head. And you have to let go of that, especially in the first week of September, since this is the September forecast. Now, the card that showed up for you in the Cupid's deck, I love this card. This is the Cupid card, the Oracle of Love card deck, is the service card. Service showed up for you. It says service. Give more support than is received. As you look after others, be sure to care for your own needs as well. Okay? Gotta not believe the squawking, right? Love's test is when there comes a time to put your own needs next in line to those of the ones you love so dear. To help them out, you'll volunteer and tend to details large and small, for service provides love overall. So I'm going to read it again for you. Love's test is when there comes a time to put your own needs in line to those of who you love so dear. Next in line. So that means that you have to actually, in this reading for the first week of September, you need to make sure that you're actually seeing other people's needs. And even though there is some sense of like people are talking to you erroneously or saying things erroneously, you still need to give them service and give them the love that they need to put them first. I know that sounds hard to do, but I think it's like also for me with Lightseer's Tarot, when I see this card, this is also an internal struggle. It's like my mind is saying the things that that are not true about me. So this is like, I feel like for you, Taurus, that this is like your mind is saying things that are not true about you, especially when it comes to how you are in service and what you create. So you don't want to be the martyr. You don't want to be held in the martyr position. Okay. But a blessing. But remember, the hangman did come up as a blessing. And this is like letting go or sacrificing something, sacrificing your ideas, because it's like sacrificing your idea of how things should be. And understanding that you are worthy to have whatever it is that you want to have. Love, relationships, good job, good money. You're worthy to have that, especially in week one. So service is your energy for the week one. I'm going to put that back in order. So when I take a picture of this, it will make sense. All right, week two, going right on into the reading for week two. Your blessing is the Fool. So leap in the net will appear. Week two, there's a new beginning happening for you. There's a new overall beginning happening in September, in the month of September. And this, even though it's broken down by week, it's still the whole month. So I'm going to say to you, move forward into this feeling of the Fool, of a new beginning, of the innocence, of the spontaneity. Continue to try to move in the spontaneity. Try to be a free spirit, Taurus. I know you're earth ground and you're bounded to like be very organized and very structured, but try to move into this energy of a new beginning, of like leap in the net will appear. Two of Wands has come forward, and this is telling you that you need to plan. This is the challenge for this week of September, second week of September, is that you need to do some planning for your future. You need to actually do some real hardcore planning. You need to plan your personal strength, your personal power would be that you plan how you're going to work your life, how you're going to balance your budget, how you're going to move into the next stage of your dreams. You do a little planning for that. Okay, so that is your week two energy. Your week two challenge. I pulled the Signs of the Mind cards for week two, and this Signs of the Mind card says reality. Okay, so you need to really start to look at how you're looking at reality. Are you looking at it through a lens that is covered in negative thought patterns or believing ideas that are not true about yourself, or are you looking at it in a real way? The card reads, evil is not an ultimate reality. It is simply an experience of the soul on its journey towards reality. So evil is not an ultimate reality. It is simply an experience of your soul on the journey towards reality. So reality. And I feel this is saying to me, Gemini, I feel like this is saying to me, Taurus, that if you can move away from the thoughts, okay, and then you can leap and the net will appear, week two, then you can plan out your life just a little bit better, plan out what it is you intend to do, then you can move into the reality and out of the feeling of this, I want to say, for lack of a better term, evil feeling that your mind has started to tell you that is being mean or evil to you. Week three, the blessing is the Magician card showed up. So I'm going to say this is your overall monthly feeling because you are a divine creator. You can speak things into existence like no other sign. This is my experience. I've watched it with all the Tauruses in my life. You guys get a task and you can see the task through because you've mastered the skills. This goes back to week one, Three of Pentacles. Know your worth. Okay, get paid what you're worth. Know your worth. Know that you have the skills that are necessary, the skills, you've mastered the skills. You are completely and utterly part of a team that will work towards you. But you're, as a magician, you've mastered everything. You've mastered the use of every possible thing. You just have to make sure that in your challenges, Three of Wands shows up, that, you are pursuing the unknown. Even though you don't want to pursue the unknown, it's like you're pursuing change, you're pursuing the unknown, you're pursuing something brand new for yourself, okay? You're trying something new in Three of Wands. And you have to be a leader in that. You have to step forward in the power of leadership. Three of Wands. And this card I love in the Light Seekers Tarot, she's got three torches lit and she's about to do nighttime surfing. So she's stepping out into the dark with only herself, only her small amount of light to light the path. Okay? So that is your challenge. Step out into the light, step out into the unknown. The card that I pulled for you was from Carolyn Mass. the archetype cards. Yeah, archetype cards. And the card that came up is addiction for week 3, addiction. It says, help you, light attributes helps you to recognize and confront addictive behavior. The shadow attribute of this for the week compromises integrity and honesty and allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. So you might want to look at your patterns and what it is you're creating, Taurus, especially in the month of September, to make sure that if there is an addictive process that is going on with you, either you're drinking too much or you're eating too much or you're sleeping too much, anything can be an addiction. You're shopping too much, you're spending too much money, you're smoking too much weed, you're eating all carbs. Those things could be addictions. So I want you to look at them, and I want you to start to really consciously be aware of your addictions and how they are moving your life and how they're moving your mind back to week 1, 7 of Swords, how that is creating a negative thought pattern in your mind. So you want to make sure that you understand the light that your addiction, the light side of it, that it helps you to recognize and confront the addiction behavior, and not to really continue to compromise your integrity and continue in the addictive behavior in the month of September. Okay, now we're moving to week 4. Your blessing. Your blessing card is 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords. Now, this is interesting because it came up in a blessing. And I'm going to say this. I want to just read the card and the picture for this. I am happy that you are seeing that you are not tied up. You are not being held captive any longer. That you are releasing yourself from the illusion that you are being held captive and tied up. And that is a blessing in itself, to be able to release yourself from, to see yourself in a different way, in a different light. Now, challenges came up, 7 of Pentacles. I feel like it's backwards, but I'm just going to go with it. Your challenge is going to be patience in the month of September. You have to be patient on how things are working out. You have to be patient on how things are showing up. You have to be patient on how you are growing your blessings. They just don't, yes, you are a manifester like no other. You are the magician. It does show up instantaneously for you. But you have to be patient on some of the seeds that you're sowing. They might not, you have to get into the energetic place where you're no longer 7 of Swords, yapping those negative thoughts to yourself, and where you're actually 2 of Wands, planning what you need to plan so that you can be patient to see this flowing to you, 7 of Pentacles. Now, the last card that came out for the theme for the week, the 4th week of September, is new exercise program. New exercise program. And I like this for you, Taurus. This is saying you need to get out of the addiction. You need to get out of any evil thought patterns. You need to be in service and in love. And you need to get moving. My nose is itching, sorry. You need to get moving. You need to exercise. So this is a good overall theme for the whole read of September, for the monthly, I can't even talk, for your monthly forecast for September. So get some exercise under your belt. Really start to look at how you are structuring your time. And is there any addictions that you have that you might be able to actually become aware of, bring them into the light. And remember that the reality of life is that evil is not the ultimate reality. The negative thought patterns are not true. The stories that are being told to you in your head are not true. It's simply an experience of the soul towards reality. When you are experiencing an awareness comes in really hot to what is being said in your head, then you understand that you're moving towards being present and being in this reality right here, right now, and being present. So I'm going to take a nice photo of that. Okay, I'm going to take a photo of the reading. It's killing me. And I want to say thank you so much, Taurus, for joining me. I'm going to take a photo. This reading spread will be right here. And I really want to thank you, Taurus, for showing up today, for joining me for this reading. Please make sure to ring the bell, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to watch your sun, moon, and rising for a full picture of what's going on for you for the forecast of September. And thank you so much for joining and watching this. Really love you. And I'll see you next week. Bye.